Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of your visa extension, and in this video we'll see about documents and what documents we need and how to fill those documents. The first document that we need is application to change condition, which is IMM5709. So at first download this one. Now go to this file, just click, and the file gets downloaded. So after downloading your file, please open it with Acrobat Reader, because filling the document with Acrobat Reader is very easier and we can easily validate this document. So before you start to fill this form, at first you need to have couple of documents with you. They are study permit and your passport. So you can get this UCI number from your study permit, which is on top right corner. Are you considering English? Okay, let's assume my UCI number. Let's put 1136856956942. Okay. Now I am applying for one of the following reason. You are a student. This form is for the student. So apply for a student permit for the first time or extend the student permit. Okay. You should select this. Write your full name and your given name. Maybe. Have you ever used other name? No. Okay. You can write your sex, male, date of birth. Okay. Okay. 2001 11/12. Place of birth, maybe. Country or territory, right, Nepal. Okay. And citizenship, Paul. Your current status, you are a student. Okay, student. And so if you see in your study permit, you can see date of issue. So you need to write your date of issue here from, and 2 means your expiry date. Then after that, no, because I have not been to any of the other countries. What is your marital status again? Married. And then when did you marry? Okay. You need to have your marriage registration certificate as well, because we will be uploading that in the section later. So write about your spouse. Question asks you, have you previously been married or in common law relationship? So if you were previously married and divorced, then you write yes. If not, this is your first marriage, then say no. Then what is your native language? For us it's Nepali. Okay. Put in English, yes. Now you have to write your passport number, something like this. Country issued, so Nepal again. If you are from any other countries, search your country name and your date of issue. So it can be, so it is provided in your passport, so you can choose like this. Now after that, do you have a national identity card? So in our case, no. So if you are from the country which has national identity card, then you can say yes. No, we are not the citizen. This is your contact information, so you will put your recent contact address here. So at first put your apartment unit if you have. Something like that. You can fill your current address, and yes, the mailing address is same. Now provide your telephone number. So before providing, just select Canada, US, and then you can write. Like this, and then you can write your email address. .com. Now this part is quite important, and in this part you will write date and place of your original entry. When did you first come to Canada and at which place? For example, I came to Canada on 2023. Yeah, and I came to BC first, so I can write Vancouver. So what is the original proposed study? And then, so in this section you will write about your recent entry to Canada. So if you have been to your country and then you return back, you can write the date of the entry and in which airport or in which province did you return back. Okay, and then if they issued certain documents, then you can just write the documents number, which is on the right corner of your student or work permit. So after this you will provide detail of your university and what course you study and what are the DLI number, what is the address of the school and something like that. So you can get this from your university portal. And after that you will write about your previous education history and then your employment history too. This part you can fill it easily. And after that we'll go to background information. So in background information, within 2 years have you or your family member ever? No. So the most of the answer to this question is no, but you should read all of this section because there are some important points here. For example, in this case, have you ever been refused a visa or a permit? So if you were previously denied a visa, then you have to write yes, and then you need to write the explanation as well. In these two questions, so if you were rejected, then you can write the reasons why you were rejected. So for this question number 2C, have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada, is yes for most of the people because we apply the work permit to enter into the Canada, right? So you can write yes, I have applied for spousal work permit or open work permit or student permit which was approved and then I came to Canada or something like that. So just write a short description. So no for this section, and then no for this section as well. No for this section, no, and yes, we provide consent for IRCC to collect our information. And after that you can write signature. So this is a digital copy, so you don't have to give your hand signature, just you can write your name. After the completion of this document, you must validate it. Press on validate. Right now I'm seeing this error message, but in your case, if you fill all those sections, you will get the message which is something like this. Yeah, after that you will get some forms like this. So this is for the study permit holder, and now let's go to the work permit holder application. So for example, if you had some error and then your computer suddenly shut off or something like that happened, then you can log into your IRCC portal, and then again you can go down and you can continue your application. Press on continue, and then just go down because we already filled this. Continue again, continue, and then okay, here we are. We already filled this form. So now let's discuss about other supporting documents that we need. The first document we need is proof of provincial attestation letter. This is required section, so you must have this. So for example, you can write a letter and then you can upload it here. I'll also provide you link to this letter, and then later on you can use the similar format and update it and use in your case. And letter of acceptance, passport, and use of family representative. Since you are applying for your spouse too, your spouse and you both have to sign this form, because your spouse should provide right to you as the representative. And after that, you need to upload the marriage license or marriage certificate and proof of financial support and digital photo and the family member proof of status, that is work permit. And then if you go down, there is next form called IMM5710, which you should fill again. So this is the form for your spouse who is in spousal open work permit. So download this form. Now we are good to go. Form is pretty similar like the previous one, so all the information that you need to put in this form are similar like the one we just filled. The only one thing that is unique is this section. So in this section 3, if you are applying for the extension of the study permit, then you have to just click in this one, because this is your second time, right? Because we are extending the visa. And restore my status as a worker means your visa has already expired and you want to restore your status, which doesn't apply to us. Apart from that, we also have the next section, which I will be explaining now. So the next section, this detail of intended work in Canada. Since your wife is in spousal work permit, you don't have to fill this section, as she can work in multiple companies and she doesn't have only one employer. For example, if you live in a province BC and you live in Vancouver, you can just write the intended location of the employment in Canada, but you don't have to provide the employer name or address and anything like that. Apart from that, the form is same like the previous one, so you can refer to that part of the video. Now let's go back to our document section, and then after that, supporting documents. So if you want to provide any other document, for example letter from your wife or pay slips or your employment letter or anything like that, just you can put those later in client information. You can upload all other additional document in this section, and once you upload all the documents in this section which says required, then the next button will pop up here and you can just press this next button and then you can pay the fee, and after that you are done. Thank you so much. These are the documents required for your extension of this study permit and the spousal open work permit. If you need any help regarding this, you can just comment or send me mail directly in my mail. The mail is provided in the profile of the channel, so you can visit there and just mail me. Thank you so much for watching. Stay subscribed.